So let's look at some functions that are available for pandas series. Okay, is null and not null are two normally used functions. Okay, so let's set up obj5. Okay, like that. So now we have three legitimate values, and then there is one null value. Right? Then obj5, okay, then you can use is null. Okay, so that will give you for each element whether it is a null value or not. Okay, so null value true means it is null, null value false means it is not. So we have not null, okay, so which is the opposite. Okay. One thing that we can use this for, it's very useful, is do is null, right? And then if you sum, that will give you how many null values are there, because true has a numerical value of 1 and false has a numerical value of 0. So if you say is null, wherever you have true, wherever it is null, you will have true, which will be counting as 1. So when you sum, everything else will be 0. If they are not null, it will be 0. So if you sum, it will tell you how many null values are there. And this is a useful thing if you want to figure out, how many null values are there, whether you need to do imputing or do what. If there are too many null values, maybe the column is not worth it, so you can throw the column out and things like that. Another useful function is describe. Okay. So when you do describe, it gives you basic statistics, descriptive statistics for the column, for the series, which when you get to data frame, then we will do it for every column. So it gives you how many there are, what is the mean, and standard deviation and so on. So here, the nice thing is the null value is automatically dropped. Okay, because count is what? 3. Even though there are 4 elements in the series, one of them is null, so that null value is just dropped out. Okay, so remember way back, a couple of weeks back, when we wanted to find the mean to impute in a list where we have null values, you found in your homework, you filtered all the null values out, took only the numbers, and then found the mean. Because in a list, some will give you throw an error. If there is a null value, then that will throw an error. But that doesn't happen here. The null values are filtered out by NumPy. Okay, so you can, sometimes this may be useful. This is cumulative sum. So it will give you a running sum of the column. Okay, now let's look at obj2. Okay, another function that's useful sometimes is absolute function. So take obj2, okay, dot abs. Okay, so now the negative value is now positive. Okay, let's create a new series. Okay, and the list is going to have A, B, C, another C, A, C, C, and A. Okay. So that is a series. Okay. Right. So like in NumPy that we used last time, if you take obj6 and then you say n unique. Okay. So that will give you how many unique values are there in the series. Okay. Okay. It doesn't tell you what those unique values are, just simply tells you how many there are. So if you want what those unique values are, then you say obj6 unique. And it will tell you what those unique values are. Okay. And you want to know what the frequencies are, then you use value counts. So value counts gives you in the order of frequency, okay, 4, 3, 1, okay, how many there are. Okay. Now you can sort this by index or by value. Okay. So for example, say let's capture this object in S1. Okay. Now if you take S1 and then you say sort index, so that will sort by index. Okay. So now if you do sort values, okay, then it will sort by value.